terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes.
Turn around, bite eyes. Every now and then I fall apart.
And I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever.
Here's 3 ways dudes react when I tell them I'm trans. Number 1, the overreactor.
Yo, mom, what's good with you? I'm trying to get your Instagram.
Boy, stop. Oh my goodness. But I gotta tell you something.
Yeah, what's up? What you gotta tell me?
I'm transgender. I'm a trans woman.
No, I ain't with that gay stuff. Oh my goodness. Man, yo, Cuddy, I just hollered at this dude. I ain't know this girl thing was a dude.
You did not have to overreact like that. Number 2, the backtracker.
Say, little mama, let me get your number.
Boy, I will give you problems you just don't know.
What you mean? I'm trying to mess with you. I see you walking down the street looking all fine and stuff.
Here, text me later, love.
So you trying to let me wife you up or whatever?
Boy, I'm not the girl that you want.
What you mean? What do you mean by that?
I'm transgender. I'm sorry.
Yo, thank you for telling me, but I'm cool off that. I don't swing like that.
4 hours later.
Hey, you up?
Number 3, the queen.
Yeah, you know we did that 2-man or whatever. Ooh, look, she fine. Hey, ma.
Hello, girl. I'm finna call you back. This dude over here trying to talk to me.
I see you looking fine or whatever, you know, with your little outfit on or whatever, your little nails done.
Thank you or whatever.
I'm trying to get to know you better. I'm trying to get that Snapchat.
Here you go. Text me later. 5 hours later.
Yo, what you doing? What's good?
Boy, I'm doing nothing. You know, I'm just over here chilling.
Hey, that's what's up. Let me pull up on you.
Oh, girl, this dude over here trying to pull up on me, and he don't even know I'm trans. Hold on, let me call you back, girl, because you know I gotta go tell him the tea. Love bug, I gotta tell you something before you know you pull up.
What's up? What I need to know?
Love, I'm trans.
Oh, well, dang, that's crazy. I ain't never talked to a trans girl. You top by any chance?
Blocked.
Surgery July 4th, so these guys are limited edition. What are you gonna do about it? Oh my god, my boobs are gone. What the fuck? The shirt says mentally ill on it.
Why are you dressing like that? I can't tell what gender you are. Can't tell if you're a boy or a girl. Do you not want to be either? Should I call you it, they? Actually, they's great. Wait, what the fuck? Why? So I'm non-binary. You look a little confused. So, what do I call you? Oh, you said it earlier. They, them. Yeah, I don't use he, him, or she, her pronouns. Here we go. They're not multiple people. You have to be a boy or a girl.
My gender is what you get when you order girl from Wish. 'Cause yeah, it's girl. But there's also something slightly off about it.
So here's the thing, being a demi-boy can be a little hard to explain to people, because my version of being a demi-boy kind of feels like 75% trans guy and like 25% non-binary, but I don't want to say that because, you know, everyone's like little mental percentages might be a little different. So like, usually I just end up being like, you know, like I'm a trans guy, but like sometimes there's some they them in me that's just in a little silly goofy mood. But like, don't actually use they them pronouns on me, because then I'll overthink about it and I'll think that you're only using them as an excuse not to use he him pronouns on me. But definitely don't call me she her, because I will literally unalive. Gender, am I right?
Welcome back to the Pride Pups. Today's flag is the demi-fluid flag, and our Pride Pup is the Italian greyhound. These small sighthounds have a long lineage of nobility and didn't officially get the name of Italian greyhound until the early 19th century when they were brought to the UK. They likely arose around the Mediterranean, but we think they're actually from Greece or Turkey and migrated further east over 2,000 years ago. However, considering the Italian Greyhound is part of the oldest dog group, it's a little hard to trace their lineage. While you think because they're on the smaller side they belong to the toy group, a lot of people actually don't place them there. At least as far as records we have currently show, we don't think they were bred down in size. We think they've always been small. They've been the companions of some powerful royals like Catherine the Great of Russia, Queen Victoria of the UK, Louis XIV of France, and some members of the Medici family. So there's at least one concrete tie to Italy.
Omnisexual is very similar to pansexual in the way that you're attracted to all genders, except gender does play a part for omnisexual people. Omnisexual may have minor or major preferences when it comes to certain genders over others, but omnisexual people are attracted to all genders. Lastly, we have
The group noun for genderfay is a court.
What do you have there, Brian? It's a cup of dirt. Just put an F on there and let me go home. Well, explain it. Well, it's a cup with dirt in it. I call it cup of dirt.
3 ways to let your friends know what gender you're feeling today! Gender fluid edition! PSA that you don't have to do any of these, are just things that I do. 1. Pronoun bracelets. You can get different coloured bracelets with different pronouns on. For example, this one says she, her, this one says he, him, and this one says they, them. The colours also correspond to how I'm feeling, so black usually goes with my black male outfits. This usually goes with like my pink female outfits, and this usually goes with my non-binary outfit. Just a way to let your friends know what gender you're feeling today and how they can address you. Pins are also another good option. For example, I have this one that says they, them for when I'm feeling non-binary. 2. Clothing. Personally, I present very typically masculine when I'm feeling like a guy, and I present more ambiguously when I'm feeling like a non-binary, and when I'm feeling like a girl, I usually wear loads of pink. But anyone can wear anything that they want to, and it doesn't necessarily depend on gender. And finally, letting your friends know. Just tell them. That's it. Just tell them when you meet them. I'm feeling like this today, and can you dress me like this?
Genderflux Pride Flag. Genderflux is a catch-all phrase for gender identities, in which one's gender or sense of the intensity of one's gender changes over time. A person who is genderflux experiences a range of intensity within a gender identity. Genderflux is different than genderfluid. Genderfluid is where your gender changes along the gender spectrum, which can include any amount of genders. Genderflux is where your gender changes in intensity, so going between full intensity boy, partial intensity demi-boy, and no intensity agender. These are just the definitions I have found. Keep in mind that someone else may have a different definition or relation to the identity, and that is fully valid. Pause for tape peeling ASMR.
Okay, I'm gonna go over the aromantic spectrum identities. They are pretty much all the same as asexual spectrum identities, but for romantic attraction instead of sexual attraction. I will go over them anyway because I can. So, oh, also just ignore my hair. So being aromantic is when you feel little to no romantic attraction towards anyone else. And then demi-romanticism is when you require an emotional connection or an emotional bond with someone before romantic attraction is developed on your part. Recipromanticism is when you don't really feel romantic attraction, but you might develop romantic attraction for someone after realizing that they have romantic attraction towards you. Cupioromanticism is when you don't experience romantic attraction, but you might desire a romantic relationship. Quadromanticism is when you don't know if you feel romantic attraction, or you can't really tell what kind of attraction you feel. Aromanticism is when your romantic attraction is fluid or often changes. Agoromanticism is when you feel a disconnection between yourself and the object of your romantic attraction or like romantic fantasy. Gray aromanticism is when you rarely feel romantic attraction, or you only feel romantic attraction under certain circumstances, or you experience romantic attraction without the desire to act on it. Phraromanticism is when you might feel romantic attraction for someone you just met, but the longer you get to know that person, that romantic attraction might actually start to fade. Aquaromanticism is when you might feel romantic attraction for someone, but don't necessarily need or want them to reciprocate those feelings. And if they do reciprocate those feelings, your attraction might actually start to fade. Idoromanticism is when you can't tell what kind of attraction you feel. So for example, romantic or platonic, and use other factors to distinguish them. Novi-romanticism is when your romantic orientation can't be explained with words. Aeroflux, your romantic attraction often fluctuates between aromantic identities and alloromantic identities. Placioromanticism is when you might not want to receive romantic affection, but you might want to show it. And then iamvano-romanticism is when you don't have the desire to show romantic affection, but you might have the desire to receive it.
Are you an asexual? You might be. Today I'm going to be explaining all the parts of the asexual spectrum, and there's quite a lot of them, so let's go. So the umbrella term, asexual, someone who experiences little to no sexual attraction. Then there's aspec. Then there's someone who falls simply on the aspec, and maybe they don't know where they exactly fall yet, so they identify simply as aspec. All the way on the left, we have someone that experiences no sexual attraction. And we have someone that experiences a disconnect between themselves and those they're with. I've spoken out that I actually feel this way when I'm with someone. Then we have someone who's gray, where they experience limited attraction. Requi, due to emotional exhaustion. Now, if you do experience attraction, you'd be allo. There are also all these classifications. Pause to read, as well as these, and these, and these. And then there's also these too. So there's a lot of places you can fall. Most people are either demi or gray, but there's a lot to explore.
We found a spider in the house. You freaked and you jumped up onto the couch. Since I was close and able, I jumped up on the coffee table. You said you should kill that. I said I'm no fun.
Put a finger down, genderqueer edition. This could include any gender identity, it just means your gender bendy as fuck. Put a finger down if you've ever questioned that the gender you've been assigned at birth does not suit you. Put a finger down if you think the concept of gender is made up and stupid. Put a finger down if growing up you always kind of felt like you didn't fit in with the other girls or the other boys. Put a finger down if you cringe every time someone uses a gendered term to describe you, such as ma'am, miss, mister. Put a finger down if you've ever been intrigued by non-binary people. Put a finger down if your gender expression shifts quite often from day to day. Put a finger down if you would prefer that gender just didn't exist in this society.
announce you as pansexual. Good for them! What's up? Oh, you're not sure what to say. You've never even heard of pansexual? I got you. First things first. A general definition of pansexual is a person who's attracted to all gender identities or to people regardless of gender. Some people might have their own definition of pansexual as well. It's always best to check. Try and avoid saying things like, oh, so you're just bi then, or you'll literally date anyone. Not only does it undermine what they've said to you, it shows a lack of understanding on your part of what they're trying to tell you. You don't have to understand every aspect of a person's sexuality to give them support. We're seeing more pan representation than ever, with Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, Janelle Monáe all coming out as pansexual. And please, no stupid jokes. They've heard them all before. They're not funny, they're kind of harmful. And remember, tell them you love them!